República.
RMX. Confrontación contra el miedo. Eso es Coup d'Etat. Regresamos.
Nos vamos a ir, pero nos vamos con una última entrevista. Primero, Alejandro, ¿cómo sentiste tu primer día aquí en...
Muy bien, feliz.
¿Sí?
No, encantado. Aquí estaré siempre.
Pues bienvenido.
Como cada lunes.
Entonces, ya nos vamos. Los voy a dejar. Ayer en la noche, terminando la transmisión, tuve una conversación con Damon Albarn, unos minutos antes de la presentación de Gorillaz en el Vive Latino. Ya Johanna les platicaré de su aventura en Backstage con los Queens of the Stone Age, que ya se volvió partner de Josh Homme, según pude ver, ella y Nacho Lozano. Nacho les platicará también lo suyo. Espero que escriban también algo, si no, pues no son groupies, son periodistas de música y periodistas. Y obviamente también Miguel Solís con todos los demás, ya saben que es la fiesta de Solís.
Así.
Entonces, pero Damon Albarn, como siempre, muy tranquilo, muy cansado. De hecho, lo van a escuchar en la entrevista donde dice, yo ya quería estar dormido, yo en mi casa a estas horas yo ya estoy dormido, ¿no? Pero habló de política, habló de creatividad, habló de cómo tienes que picar gentilmente a la realidad para poder cambiarla y que también se dé cuenta de las cosas que se están equivocando. Entonces, los vamos a dejar con esto y mañana regresamos a las 8. Esta es la entrevista con Damon Albarn el día de ayer, antes de su presentación en el Vive Latino.
First of all, thank you for this conversation, Damon. Mexican audience have a wide connection with you, particularly, and with Gorillaz music. How do you feel of this presentation of tonight at Vive Latino?
Well, I'm quite nervous, to be honest with you, because we haven't played for 2 months. So this is our first gig in 2 months. We haven't just been so busy doing other stuff. So it's quite a big gig to start off with. You know what I mean? I mean, we should be good because we played so much last year. So fingers crossed we won't make any terrible mistakes and everyone will go home happy. Which is the only thing really, you know. I mean, I really don't like having to wait so long at nights to play. You know what I mean? I'm in bed by now, at home.
You prefer to be at bed with this wide audience?
If I was at home, what's the time now? 10:30? Yeah, I'd be getting ready for bed now.
Like everyone else, but I have to say to you that right now there are a bunch of kids like you will be on bed, but they are willing to see Gorillaz for the first time.
Yes, well that's fantastic, and I hope we deliver them something that they really respond to. You know?
They grew up with your music, and your music is like a vaccine. Is these dangerous times? How do you feel about these crazy times all over the world?
Well, I don't think they're necessarily any crazier than they have been. I think we're just so much more sensitive and aware to everything. So it feels like there's so much more going on, but I don't know if there's ever been. You know what I mean? I think it's part illusion and part reality, which is in itself quite a strange headspace to be in. You know.
How do we fight the ugly part? How do we fix the reality?
Well, education. Education. Yeah, and keeping a sense of community and sense of humility, and you know, just feeding people's imagination with positive kind of possibilities.
How does Damon Albarn fits his imagination?
Well, I just go with it. You know, I'm quite an observer of people and life. I'm always kind of sort of thinking about what I'm going to do next, how that's going to sort of articulate how I feel or how I imagine. You know, so for me, it's just a sort of it's a very it's a daily routine.
It's been like 15 years since Gorillaz were created, and the music business has been evolving a lot. How do you see the future of music right now for Gorillaz?
Well, I feel positive about it. You know, I'm always just trying to do something different. I find it difficult sort of resting on my laurels. So for me, it's just about what I'm doing next with Gorillaz, you know.
You are thinking right now what you are doing next, and you have 3 bands. Well, no 3 bands. You have a lot of projects going.
Bands though, and 2 of those bands are putting a record out this year.
Blur and The Good, the Bad and the Queen, or Blur Gorillaz, or?
I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But definitely 2 are putting it out.
I had to answer. How do you see right now, besides your artistic work, how do you see yourself in this political era?
Well, I try to sort of keep, you know, yeah, just poking, yeah, gently, but it's always present in my music. Politics. It's not sort of necessarily visible on first sight, but if you dig away, it's there everywhere. There are references in all my songs, really. Most of them, anyway.
It's easy to poke gently in this time when there are so many stimulus outside that.
It's interesting. It's sort of, you know, no one's really poking at Donald Trump at the moment because I think it's just too easy a target. You know what I mean? It's almost beyond poking. He's post-poking.
And I think that when you poke Trump, you make it stronger.
I think so. So I think that's why we're all keeping really quiet about him, hoping he'll go away.
So the solutions this time is don't look to him, ignore it.
Well, I think it's politics and music. You know, it's not easy to align yourself. I mean, I think it's more sort of specific kind of civil rights issues that are important now. I think the actual politicians, we're so profoundly disillusioned with them. We've had, you know, the whole of the 20th century to see what they're really like. You know, there's no illusion anymore. You know what I mean?
There are many emerging bands listening to this conversation right now. What kind of advice you would give to these emerging bands that are listening and starting its careers?
Well, I think spend time on your lyrics. If you want to say something, you know, in a way, just speaking from your own experience is the most political thing you can do, because it's about honesty, isn't it? You know.
Damon, it was a pleasure to have you here on RMX, and have a great show tonight.
Thank you. I've got to wake up now.
Thank you very much.